Good morning, student. Myself Anil Tripathi from US Academy and Institute, Gorakhpur. Today's topic is operating system. Previously, you have learned what is software, how many type of software. Today, I want to explain operating system. As you know, operating system is a system software that is known as resource manager. Operating system is a system software and it is also known as a resource manager which manages the all resource of the computer system. Operating system work as a resource manager that manages the all resource of computer system, and in computer system we have two kinds of the resource, hardware and software. All the devices, all the process management, CPU, memory, hard disk, printer, software, means all the resources managed by the operating system. Without operating system, computer system are unable to perform any task, or we are unable to run any kinds of the application software. So, if we will discuss what is the role of operating system for the computer system, so operating system having two major work, two folded work of the operating system for the computer. One is operating system first provide the service to building the running application. Without operating system, users are unable to install any application software, because operating system provide the platform to run and install all other application software over the platform. So operating system work as a platform and that provide the facility to install and run all other application software, all other utility software. Second major work of the operating system is it provides the interface between the user and machine. Without operating system, users are unable to interact with the computer system. User interacting with the computer system through the operating system. Due to that reason, operating system provide the interface, and it is always known as interface software for the user and computer. Computer communicate through the OS to the computer. All the warning, all the alert messages appear shown on the computer system throughout the OS. User pass the instruction throughout the application software to the OS, then hardware perform the task. In previous lecture, I have explained the work of system software. How does system software work? So, you have learned what is applications, what is operating system. Operating system is a system software that work as a resource manager for the computer system. It operate and control all hardware and software, all hardware that is connected with the computer system and all the software that is installed on the computer system. Due to that reason, operating system is always known as resource manager. Now, next topic, type of user interface of an operating system. Up till now, you have learned two type of user interface, graphical user interface and character user interface, console user interface. But as per technology changed, every day technology is going to change. So nowadays we have 5 type of operating system of OS. OS providing 5 type user interface throughout user can connect to the computer system. So first is command based user interface, that is known as CUI, console user interface or character user interface. Second is graphical user interface. Third is touch based interface. fourth is voice based interface, and fifth is gesture based interface. So now we will discuss, I will describe each type of interface and where these interface work and how, where we are using this type of user interface and technology. Let's character user interface or command based interface. Command based user interface, user interact to the computer system by passing the command in the written form. Means user will communicate to the computer system by passing the command in the written form. Suppose that if user want to create a file, user must be write the command, then file will be created. If user want to delete any file, user must be pass the written command to the computer system. So for the each and every works, user will pass the command, and in command based user interface there will be work only computer system. The user can pass the command throughout the keyboard only. There is no mouse work. Each and every command that is given to the computer system by the user in the written form by the keyboard only. User will pass the all commands in the written form. Due to that reason, this type of interface is difficult in use, because user have to be learn all the commands for the each work. This type of operating system, mostly we are using DOS, disk operating system, Linux. We have to pass the command to operate our computer system, to perform the task over the computer system in the written form. The image I have shown on the below, you can see here black and white screen. There is no any graphical user interface, no command button is there, no menu is there, no icon is there. User have to be write the command to connect with the computer system to operate the computer system. Next, graphical user interface. Graphical user interface, let's user run program or given instruction to the computer system form of icon. Means here user will communicate, user will connect, user will pass the command, user will interact with the computer system with the graphical user interface command. So each command will be appeared in GUI in the graphics, such as command, button, icon, menu bar, toolbar. Means each command will be represented in the graphics. So user easily can communicate with the computer system by using graphical user interface, because each command in the graphics, no need to learn. You can see and feel what is the command and what is the purpose of the commands by the graphics. The input device that we will use, that user can use with the GUI, that is keyboard, mouse, or scanner, camera. There is so many input device can be used with the computer system. This type of operating system nowadays, mostly softwares, mostly operating system is GUI, because GUI is very easy, user friendly. Due to that reason, users are using GUI operating system. Windows, mostly Mac we are using today, Linux, BOS. This type of operating system is GUI, graphical user interface software, and it is user friendly because user easily can communicate with the computer system by GUI operating system, because this type of operating system is very easy to operate, understand and learn. Next, touch based interface. Touch based touch panel. Nowadays we can see maximum smartphones and tablets are the touch based. We can see ATM machine, some of the kiosk are the touch based operating system. So today smartphone, tablets and PCs allow the user to interact with the system simply using the touch input. Using the touch screen, user provide input to the operating system with an interrupted by the OS command like opening an app, closing an app, dialing a number. We can see in our mobile, if any app you want to open, you have to be touch the app will be open. If you want to close, touch and close. If you want to write, you have to be press, you have to be touch the characters you want to dial, you have to be touch for the each work. Commands between the graphics, you have to be touch and operate the tablets, mobile or computers. So nowadays PCs also, tablet also, laptop also, mobiles also, or some other equipments also touch based. You can see it is even printer in the home. Some of the home appliance also having touch based operating system. Using the touch, we can operate that device. In this Android, Mac, Windows 8 and above version, 8 and later, 8.1 and later versions of the Windows is enable touch screen. Now, voice based interface. Modern computers, no need to write, can pass the commands throughout the voice, and your voice can be recognized by the computer system and can pass the command. User can communicate with the computer system by passing the command in the form of voice. So it is very easy in handle. Nowadays, just like we can take the example of Google search. Text, speech and write. Whatever we will speak, that computer can automatically write. So modern computers have been designed to address the need of the type of users, including the people with special needs. For to whom? For the special needs. Example, special needs person, I want to see you all. Disability. Disabled person, SWN person, how they will communicate? The person who is blind, they having some special keyboard, braille keyboard, but not everywhere. But nowadays computers are designed to voice recognize and perform the task. A special need person who is blind, he is unable to pass the commands in the written form, unable to press the key. They have more difficulty to operate the computer system. How they will operate? A blind person, how easily can communicate and can operate the computer system? So nowadays computer designed for the voice recognize. They can pass the commands by speaking and computer will perform the task. Users today can voice based command to take a computer work desired way. Some operating system which provide the voice based control interface, iOS, Android, Google, just like you can say, okay Google, he will provide the assistant, Google Assistant. So these operating system are voice based operating system. We can pass the command in the voice form. Next topic is gesture based interface. latest one. No need to write the command, no need to press or touch the key, no need to pass the command in the voice form. Just only gesture. The sign means, gesture means the our sign can be, some of the sign can be recognized by the OS and by the device. So some smartphone, Android phone or Windows phone having well known by the gesture of the user. Nowadays device, I want to give a example. Some of the device, when we will shake the mobile, they will perform any other task. When I will down our eyes, screen will be rotated down. When we will close or open, divert your face at the upward, your screen will be rotate automatically. So this type of gesture, if you put the hand, slap the over phone, your screen will be rotate. If you some of the equipments, home appliance, by the clapping, you will clap, light will be on. 2-time clap, light will be off. These are the gesture. So this technology is involving the faster and it has promising potential for the application in gaming, medicine and other areas. Next, function of operating system. What are the function of operating system? Function work as a resource manager. So what are the function of operating system? The control and manage over the PC. Memory manage, I have explained already, but now once again. Function of operating system. Operating system manage memory management. Processor management means processing management. File management, all the file and folder managed by the OS. Device management, all the device that is connected with the computer system is managed by the operating system. IO, input output management, all the data that is entered by the input device or the input output devices also controlled by the operating system. Secondary storage, pen drive, hard disk, CD, memory card, all the secondary storage device also managed and controlled by the operating system. Security of the computer system, protect the computer system that cannot be accessed by or utilized by unauthorized person. Command interruption, interrupt, switch the operation from one operation to another. Networking, configure the network, data transaction from one computer to another. Communication management, how the data will be transmitted from one computer to another, how the data will be convert in analog to digital, digital to analog, and again in the same form. Job accounting, how many programs or application running in current time, that is also accounted by operating system. So now I am going to explain all the function one by one. First one, process management. Process management, all the application, all the processing over the computer system is managed by operating system. Computer system having operating system and all the different tasks are running simultaneously. A program is interrupted, carry out various tasks. Means in computer system simultaneously the more than one program can run. A task in execution is known as a process. So computer system can become multitasking, multi-programming. So computer system can simultaneously run multitask. It is the responsibility of operating system to manage all the process and get multiple tasks completed in the minimum time. As CPU is the main resource of a computer system, it allocates among the process the most important services of the computer operating system. Process management connect the concern to the management of multiple process. Allocation is required the resource and exchange of information among process. Means computer system, in computer system CPU is the main part that process the all job, and it is the responsibility of operating system to utilize minimum time of the CPU and complete the job, process the job in the minimum time and by utilizing minimum resources. So how does computer system manage all the tasks in the computer system? I want to explain with the small image. You can see here new process. The new process, all the process means all the instruction, all the job that is given by the user to process, that will be known as new process. New process will become in the ready queue. We have 3 queue: ready queue, running queue and blocked queue. So new job will come and it will be buffered in the ready queue. All the job computer system will perform a single job at a time. So all the job, all the instruction that is given by the user, it will be buffered into ready queue. From the ready queue, job will becomes one by one in FIFO or LIFO manner. The first LIFO, last in first out, or FIFO, first in first out. Yeah, FCFF, first come first served. So there are so many techniques that is used by operating system to process the job. FIFO, first in first out, first come first served, or sometime it may be used LIFO, last in first out. And one another process is known as round robin. So all the job will be buffered in the sequential order in the ready queue. A job will becomes in the running state one by one from ready to running state. From the running state, suppose that I want to pause, user want to pause a process. So it will again come to the blocked state. Suppose that a job that is working and for the some time a video, we have play a video and that I want to pause, I want to stop for the few minutes. So we will pause the video. So the job that I have paused, the user have pause or stop, that will be not stop, pause, that will become in the blocked, because user has blocked that stop and they blocked that process for a few minutes or until user will not resume that. So the job that paused by the user, that will be in the blocked queue. And if any job that is cancelled by the user don't want to resume that, user want to cancel for the all time, that will be process terminate. Means process terminate all the job that successfully run are cancelled by the user. There are only 2 points. A job that process and successful, that will be goes in the process terminate, successfully done, over the job is over. And any job that is cancelled by the user, that is also in the process terminate. But a job that is paused by the user that will become in the blocked state. And if user want to resume any job, that will come to the again ready queue, and then from ready queue to running state. Like that is the cycling of process management. In this way, computer system process the job. Next, memory management. All the memory of computer system, in sense all the memory means primary memory and secondary memories. Both memory managed by the operating system in the computer system. The main task of memory manage is to give, allocate and deallocate. Means storing the data in the memory and release the data from memory. Allocate, store, deallocate means free, remove the data from the memory. Allocation of the data in the memory and deallocation the data from the memory, both operation is controlled and done by the operating system. So the main task of memory management is to give, allocate and take memory from running process. Since there are multiple processes running at a time, there arises a need dynamically allocate and deallocate memory to the process. Means dynamically allocation and deallocation. I want to focus on the memory RAM. RAM having limited memory scope, but a computer system performing number of tasks, 1000 tasks, 100 tasks simultaneously one by one. And you know, any data, any application will be run in the RAM memory only. All the software that we have run, all the program that we have run, that we have opened, all the data and file will be stored in the RAM, that to be accessed by the CPU. So think it, a user open a computer system 10 o'clock, how many program he can open? So all the program occupied the memory RAM one by one. So it is the job of operating system allocation and deallocation. While the job going to run or open, operating system must be provide a memory for the particular job, for the particular software to run in the current time. And after successfully run, user have closed the program, release the data of that software from the memory. Means dynamically means in the run time. Computer system running the 1000 job, it is the job of operating system provide the space, memory for the all application to run, and after running, after closing, no longer use of that software, current time deallocate that software from the RAM. In this way all number of software can open and run over the computer system. If all the data, suppose that if any particular software occupied the whole RAM and it will be not released, suppose that it will be not released from the RAM, it means we cannot open another application in the current time. So running and releasing the data from the RAM by the operating system. I have given an example throughout the software image. There are number of segment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that will be sequentially. All the job having, all the segment will be stored, assigned a particular memory. You can see here segment, it is memory table, here is memory allocation address. So all the segment will be stored at the particular memory address in the RAM or in the hard disk or CD. Next, file management. Data and program both, all the information that is stored in the computer system in the form of file, even audio, video, text, image, all the data and program, any kinds of the data or the program that will be stored in the computer system, that will be in the form of file. And large amount of data, as we know, we cannot store any kinds of the data in the RAM. We cannot store any file or folder or audio or video in the RAM or ROM. So all the data, all the program will be stored in the secondary storage device such as hard disk, CD, DVD, pen drive, floppy disk. These are the secondary storage device. The file management involves the creation, updation, deletion and protection of these files. File management is even create the file, update, change the file. If any kinds of the changes in the file, that is to be done by the OS. Deletion, delete the file from the memory. Protection, security of the file. A computer system having multi-user, as we know, user if have not authorized to access some files in the network or some other users, so it means that file will be protected, cannot be accessed by any other user. So it is the job of operating system to provide the security over the file also. Protection is crucial. Function of operating system as a multiple user, just now I have explained, multiple user can access the same computer. So if user have not authorized, not shared to the user, means this file cannot be accessed by other user. So allocation of the file, how the file will be stored in the computer system, that is known by the OS. FAT, NTFS, Windows having two kinds of the file management system. FAT, file allocation table, Windows creating a table that known as FAT table, file allocation table, and one is NTFS, data storage or file handling in the computer system. File allocation is a table that stores the name of the file, memory address of the file, size of the file, type of the file, date of the file, user, name of the user, means all the file that will be stored in the disk, that file, all the attribute will be noted in the FAT table, file allocation table. Name of file, what is the size of file, which type of the file, audio, video, text, document, Excel file or any program file, exe file, on which date it is creation, on which date user have modified. So all the attribute of the file, read only file, archive file, which type of the file and what the role and given to the file, that will be stored in the FAT table. On behalf of the FAT table, the file is to be accessed. Now, next topic is device management. Just now I have explained that each device that is connected with the computer system is to be controlled and accessed by the OS. User are unable to interact with any kinds of the hardware. User cannot access, user unable to interact, unable to control any device. All the device controlled by the operating system. So computer system has many I/O device, input output device, and other hardware component that will be connected to with the computer system. Operating system manages these heterogeneous device that are independent. All the devices independent. The operating system interact with the device driver and related to the software of the particular. Each device having its own driver software, and that driver software drive and control to the particular hardware. Printer driver, keyboard driver, mouse driver, modem driver, audio sound driver, VGA driver. So adapter driver means all the hardwares that is connected with the computer system having its own driver software, and that driver system configure the device with the operating system. Means if driver software not installed, operating system is unable to configure that software. Device will be connected, but operating system cannot recognize the device is connected or not connected. By the driver software, operating system recognize, configured, the device is connected. Then operating system control that device, means all the device control and access by the operating system through using device driver software. Just in the image you can see, operating system will connect with the printer driver, and printer driver will pass the instruction to the printer, then printer will perform the task. Same way operating system will interact with the graphics driver, then graphics driver interact with the graphic card and display the color, SD color or SD color on the screen. Now next, finish the topic. So today's topic is over. Subscribe the channel, and recently you will get a new lecture and I will upload, and when you will subscribe the channel, you will notify when I will upload the lecture related to the CBSE board for the class 11th, 12th, 9th, 10th, for the 6, 7, 8 also. So subscribe the channel and you will get notification when I will upload any video in the channel. Thank you.